Today I'm going to show you my top 5 budget fidget knives that I picked up so far in 2021. And I cannot wait to show you number 1. I almost want to start there and kind of go backwards, but I thought about it and that's not really any fun. Hey, how you doing? If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. My name is Jay. Go ahead and consider clicking on that subscribe if you're looking for knife reviews that get right to the point. And as usual, links for all the knives that I'm going to show you here in this video will be down in the description below. Starting us off at number 5, how about from Steel Will? I got the Sargas. All right, I realized that this didn't come out in 2021, but you know, I just finally got my hands on one. I know, late to the party. Fitting that it's named after a star because it has one of the best looking clip point blade shapes in my collection. I mean, look at that thing. This was dropping shut right out of, oh man, like right out of the box. And I think part of the reason for that, other than of course the ball bearing pivot, is that blade stock. If you look at it, it's a little bit thicker than I expected at 3.45 millimeters. Now this does have it's a 2-position deep carry pocket clip, so for righties and for lefties. But one thing that I think should have been toned down just a little bit are these G10 scales. They have a pretty aggressive texture going on, so I really think that they could potentially start chewing up some pockets. Number 4, from Civivi, this is the Badlands Vagabond. This might not be very realistic, but when possible, I just wish that more knives came with thumb studs, flipper, and even with the forward finger choil. I just like having the option to open it however I want and being able to choke up whenever I need to. This has some great fidget action in both directions, but that detent, it's definitely tuned for a flipper tab, because if you notice, like when you try to slow roll it open, doing that with the thumb studs, it's almost impossible just because that blade wants to jump out of there every time. In at number 3, from Bestek, this is the Circuit. So I feel like I got catfished here with this knife, because if you look at it, I mean, doesn't it look like it should have multiple deployment options? Well, no, not for me anyway. No matter how hard I try, I cannot make use of that thumb hole to open the blade. There's just not enough room for lefties. And for righties, you know, I've been trying to Spidey flick this thing, and no, I can't. It's that detent is just way too strong for it to open that way. But you know what that this knife reminds me of? It's kind of like, let me go ahead and grab it. It's almost like a thinner version of the Lion. Now, and the way that they were able to like bring that handle thickness down is by using, nested liners here, as opposed to, you know, just the standard ones on the Lion. Now, even though I just love this pocket clip, it's just for righties. Yeah, there's no lefty love here today. And I think for about $68, that, you know, they could have done a little better than that. Regardless of my frustrations with this knife, the action is just, it's fantastic. I mean, that check out that flipper tab design. It makes it really difficult for me to fail the deployment, and that drop shut action. Oh, is it so nice. Now, before you get all excited over the K110 blade steel, take it easy, because it's just basically, it's D2 steel. Hey, if you're liking this video so far, go ahead and click on that thumbs up. At number 2, I've got from Sencut, this is the scepter. Man, every time I start playing with this knife, I cannot help but I can't help but smile because I don't know how they were able to get the action this friggin' good. I mean, for me, the only thing that would make this knife better is if it was larger. I'd be in heaven if it had a 3.5-inch blade. I guess that finger choil, okay, yeah, that finger choil, it could be a little bigger, but, you know, it's not a huge deal. But man, do I just love this blade shape. Now, before I go ahead and show you my number 1, I would love to know, what are some of your favorite budget fidget knives that you picked up so far this year? And if you don't have 5, hey, don't worry about it. Just put as many as you possibly can down in the comments below. So you're probably thinking right now, what the heck does he have at number 1 that could possibly beat everything he's already showed us? Well, from CRKT, this is the Pilar 3. I gotta admit, okay, this knife has me back in love with CRKT again. Yeah, it's that good. We were broken up, but hey, now we're back together. Basically, what they did was, okay, so imagine taking like this Pilar, and then you kind of grabbing at both ends, and then pulling it, stretching it out. Congratulations, you just made a Pilar 3. The action on this thing is nuts. It is like, it's just like my my XM18. You see that? As a matter of fact, lately I have been carrying this knife way more than anything else. Now, I know that the D2 version here might be kind of hard to find, but as of the date of this recording anyway, White Mountain Knives, they have the HCR13 MOV version. They currently have that one in stock. So go over there and use my coupon code LeftyLove, 2 words, all lowercase, and save yourself 10% off your entire order. Honestly, I like this knife so much. I don't care what the blade steel is. Seriously, I would be happy with either one. All right, up on the screen now is a video I really think you should watch next. And don't forget to go ahead and click on that subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care, guys. See ya.